Leading swarms of lesser Terminids on the battlefield, the Brood Commander is an all too common face for our troops in the field. Known for both its extraordinary strength and animalistic intellect, the Brood Commander is able to decimate unprepared Helldivers in seconds. Ranking far above lesser bugs like the Hunter and Warrior, Brood Commanders are an intimidating sight to say the least. However, with a bit of information on their side, they will fall like all the rest. Standing at a massive height of 2.5 meters and with a length of 3.9 meters, the Brood Commander continues the trend of being larger than the bugs that came before it. Standing next to a Helldiver, you can truly visualize how big the Brood Commander actually is. Size isn't the only factor separating the Brood Commander from lesser bugs. They have shown a surprising amount of intelligence and flexibility, even compared to bugs like the Hunter. In combat, Brood Commanders will seemingly call upon endless hordes of warriors from the ground. These warriors are then directed by the Brood Commander to attack a target. It would be a fair assumption to say that the Brood Commander would be defenseless without these warriors. However, that isn't exactly the case. Like most Terminids, the Brood Commander will often fight with its claws, slashing and rending the flesh of anything that they come into contact with. However, that's not all. The Brood Commander will sometimes charge towards their target at a shocking speed. If the target is unable to dodge, they will be dazed and sent flying, possibly receiving fatal wounds as a result. And finally, as the ace up its sleeve, the Brood Commander possesses the same frenzied state as the Warrior. If it happens to lose its head, the Brood Commander will charge its target's last known location and try to hit them with a flurry of slashes. Due to its faster speed, it is harder to dodge this attack than with the Warrior. Unlike the Hive Guard who we covered last time, the Brood Commander doesn't have a thick layer of armor surrounding its entire body. Instead, the Brood Commander is incredibly durable. If a Helldiver isn't careful with their shots, the Brood Commander can easily take a full magazine to take out. A trend that will start to become more apparent with stronger bugs is that explosive and heavy weaponry are required to keep them down. While not required for the Brood Commander, going a bit overboard may be beneficial, as if the bug takes enough instantaneous damage, you can avoid the frenzied state. Weapons such as the machine gun and railgun are incredibly effective against Brood Commanders, being able to take them out quickly. The only known variant of the Brood Commander is the Alpha Commander. Being leagues above its normal counterpart, the Alpha Commander is a common sight for veteran Helldivers. Smarter, faster, and stronger, the Alpha Commander is far more dangerous. However, they can be defeated in the exact same way as Brood Commanders. The only major difference between the two is that Alpha Commanders can summon Alpha Warriors, which are also a major threat. There's no doubt in my mind that the Brood Commander and the entry for the next video represent the pinnacle of their respective evolutionary trees. Despite being a fairly simple bug, the Brood Commander's tenacity and strength land it a spot in A tier. Highly dangerous, knowledge is often required to put it down. I hope you enjoyed this enemy breakdown, and I hope to see you next time.